It seems like we're all searching, for that thing, for that something more that gives our lives real meaning.
Yeah.
Like in the grand scheme of things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
We often look for it in those big accomplishments, those
Mhm.
times when we achieve something huge or reach a big milestone. But what if?
Yeah.
What if we've been looking in the wrong place? Like maybe meaning isn't found in those big flashy moments.
Mm,
Maybe it's actually hidden in plain sight in the everyday stuff we do.
I think you're onto something there. It's so easy to get caught up in the idea that purpose has to be something extraordinary, something that makes headlines, you know. But when you really think about it, it's the everyday actions, those small choices we make over and over that really shape who we are and the impact we have.
Right. It's
Oh,
like that verse that says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. It's not about the task itself. It's about the heart behind it,
yeah,
you know?
absolutely. That verse really cuts to the core of it. It challenges us to examine our motives. It's asking, are we doing things just for show or to please others? Or are we driven by something deeper, a desire to serve a higher purpose?
So that's what we're diving into today.
Hmm.
How can we find that extraordinary purpose in the ordinary things?
Yeah.
How do we make even the mundane stuff meaningful when we approach it with intention and a heart that's connected to something bigger than ourselves?
It all starts with reframing our definition of purpose.
Yeah.
Our culture screams at us that purpose is all about big achievements and recognition, but that can make us miss the quiet but powerful ways that purpose is woven into our everyday lives, the roles we play in our families, at work, in our communities.
Yeah, I see that. It's easy to get caught up in just checking things off the to-do list, like going through the motions.
Mm.
But this new way of thinking suggests that even those everyday things, even those errands and those conversations, those are all opportunities for a life filled with meaning. It's not about waiting for those big moments on some grand stage. It's about finding that purpose right here, right now.
It's a really beautiful concept when you think about it. It means that purpose isn't some exclusive club for the elite. It's available to everyone in every corner of life. It's about making a conscious choice to live each day with intention.
And that brings us to the power of intention. When we make that conscious choice to approach even the smallest task with a heart of service, a desire to do good, to honor something beyond ourselves, that's when things start to shift.
It's no longer just about getting things done. It's about how we get them done and why.
Right? Like imagine the impact of a simple act of kindness. Imagine offering a kind word to someone who's having a rough day. Or imagine taking that extra care in your work even when no one's watching. Or being patient in a frustrating situation.
Those might seem like small things, but when they're done with intention, with a genuine desire to make a difference, they can have a ripple effect that goes far beyond what we can see.
It really changes our whole perspective, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Instead of constantly chasing recognition or achievements, we start to cultivate this inner posture, this way of moving through the world where even the most ordinary actions become infused with meaning. It's like the focus shifts from the what to the why.
Exactly. And we can see this principle at work in the lives of everyday people. Let me tell you about a story of a school janitor in Texas. This man spent years quietly serving his school community. He encouraged students, he mentored teenagers, he even bought school supplies with his own money.
That's amazing.
But what's truly remarkable is that he never sought attention. He was just living out his purpose in the everyday rhythm of his life. And it was only when the community realized the extent of his selfless acts that his story came to light. They honored him with a celebration and a scholarship fund in his name.
It's a powerful story because it shows that true impact isn't always loud or flashy. Sometimes it's quiet and consistent. It's about showing up day after day and making a difference in the small things.
It's about that faithful consistency you mentioned. It's a reminder that those small acts of kindness, those seemingly insignificant moments, they add up over time. They create a legacy that lasts.
And there's another story that comes to mind. This one is from the Philippines. There was a single mother who worked as a street vendor. Despite her own struggles, she made it a point to offer free meals to elderly people in her community who were also facing hardship.
Even though she had very little herself, she chose to share what she had with others. Her actions were driven by her faith and a deep love for her community.
Both of these stories, these individuals living in different parts of the world, they show us that extraordinary purpose isn't limited to extraordinary circumstances. It's about ordinary people in ordinary situations, choosing to live with extraordinary intention and compassion.
These stories challenge us to look at our own lives, to consider the impact we can have right where we are.
All right, it makes you think about all the opportunities we have each day to create that kind of ripple effect to make a difference in the lives of those around us.
And that brings us to a key takeaway. Purpose isn't something you chase, it's something you live. It's not about waiting for that perfect moment or opportunity. It's about embracing the potential for purpose in every aspect of your life.
So as we're talking about all of this, I want to ask you a question. What are some ordinary areas of your life where you feel like you could live with more purpose?
Think about your daily routine, your work, your relationships, your interactions with your community. Where do you sense a nudge, a calling to bring more intentionality?
Maybe it's about approaching that task you dread with a renewed sense of dedication.
Right.
Or maybe it's about being more present and engaged in your conversations.
Or offering a helping hand to someone in need.
It's about taking those moments that we often rush through or overlook and infusing them with purpose and intention.
Asking ourselves, how can I make this moment count? How can I use this interaction to make a positive difference?
As we wrap up this deep dive, let's remember this. True purpose is often found not in those big flashy moments, but in the way we live each day. It's about making those small choices with a heart of service and a desire to honor something bigger than ourselves.
And if we approach everything we do with that mindset, even the most ordinary tasks can become extraordinary acts of purpose.
So I want to leave you with this thought.
Yeah.
What small seed of intention can you plant today? What ripple effect can you create? Because even the smallest act of kindness done with a pure heart can make a world of difference.
It's a beautiful thing to think about. The power we each have to make a difference, to live a life filled with meaning and purpose. It all starts with those small choices, those everyday moments.
And the amazing thing is those moments are happening all around us right now.